Big up everyone, what is happening? The Liverpool Prophet back again with another Liverpool Talk show, another Liverpool Talk stream. Hope we're all doing well. Bless up to you all. Big up to everyone locked in the building. Hope we're all having a good day, good evening, wherever we are. Big up to you all. Big up to you all, wherever you are. So people, the day's officially here. The day is officially here. The Premier League 2026-2027 season is officially going to kick off tonight. The first game is Arsenal against Coventry. I won't be watching the game personally because it's not a game that particularly interests me. Suppose the only ones who will really watch it are Arsenal fans and Coventry fans because there's those two teams involved. But the Premier League's back, people. The Premier League's back. The wait is over. Um, for some people, it might feel like it's gone a bit quick from the end of May to now, from the end of last season to beginning of this one today. For some people, it might have been a bit difficult. For some people, it might have been a little bit of a longer wait than expected. Um, Luckily, this year we had something that kept us occupied, and that was the World Cup. In a normal summer, you have a summer window where it's just transfer, transfer, transfer. Not much to talk about, no football to watch unless it's a World Cup or Euro. So this year it was one of the luckier years because we actually were able to watch the World Cup. So we had something to do during this off season. However, I made it clear during the World Cup while I was watching games, it just doesn't hit the same, does it? It doesn't hit the same. It just doesn't feel the same as a regular Premier League season does. Let's just be totally honest about it. It don't. It's not the same. It's not the same, man. There's just a different feeling when you watch club football, when you watch your club week in, week out. It just hits different. Maybe that's me. I'm not being disrespectful to international football here. I think the World Cup's so amazing. I think it's a big, big thing. It's not exactly a small thing. It comes around every 4 years. It's a prestigious event. However, for me, it's always been club football and it always will be club football. So I'm very, very happy to see the Premier League back. It's felt like a while, but I'm happy that it's back. I'm very, very happy that it's back. Big up to Jordan, man, in the building. Big up to Jordan. Hope you're doing well, mate. Big up, big up. I'm very happy that it's back. And I'm excited for the season ahead. Maybe other people aren't, but I'm excited and looking forward to it. I think that's the type of mentality you have to go into the season with. You have to look forward. You have to be bright. You have to be backing of your team. You have to be positive and full of something going into the season. You don't have to be arrogant. You don't have to sit there and say, "Oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that." You don't want to run before you can walk, obviously, but you've always got to have some confidence in your club and your team. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, there's no point really watching, is there? Let's be totally honest. There's no point really watching. So I'm looking forward to the season. I think it's going to be a very interesting season. I think this season coming up has potential to be the most open and interesting season we've had in recent years. We haven't had a season like this where there's not really any world class manager in the Prem. It's all just managers who are young and upcoming. We've never had this before. Normally we've had at least 2 or 3 world class managers in the Premier League. This time around, it's different. Very, very different. So, yeah, I think it's interesting, man, with all the new managers in the league. Iriola, of course, with us. You've got Enzo Maresca at Manchester City. You've got Xabi Alonso, ex-Liverpool legend, at Chelsea. You've got Roberto De Zerbi at Tottenham. Michael Carrick at United. Arsenal still have Mikel Arteta. Other than that, there's other managerial changes too. You've got Oliver Glasner, who's over at Nottingham Forest now. Moved from Palace to Forest. You've got Newcastle's new manager, Matthias Giselle, I believe that is his name. There's a lot of new coaches in the Premier League this year. There is a lot of new coaches in the Premier League and there's a lot of potential. So like I said, it's open. Gone are the likes of Jurgen Klopp, gone are the likes of Pep Guardiola. These guys are gone. We're now looking at the new gen. We're looking at the Xabi Alonso's, the Iriolas, the Marescas. These are the coaches that are going to be the upcomers. I'm saying? These are the next coaches coming up in the game. I do feel we've reached the end of an era, not just in football but in coaching as well, where the coaches that we've all loved growing up with are kind of just exiting the game. Most of them are going into international football. Most of them are going to lower tier clubs. I'm talking about the likes of Jurgen Klopp, the likes of Pep Guardiola. All these managers are going to they're all going to clubs or they're all going to their national team. So it's interesting. It's interesting for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Starting is the new era of Premier League football, and I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. I think this has got a lot of potential, man. a lot of potential to be a very interesting and intriguing season. So I'm certainly looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. You know what I'm saying? Big up Twisted Fate in the building. Bless up to Twisted Fate, man. Welcome in, brother. Hope you're doing well. Says before wait tonight. I played that over watching the Deadpool. Oh, the Arsenal game. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch the. Actually, you know what? I probably will watch the game, but yeah, don't. To be fair, I was gonna say don't expect reactions, but I don't do reactions on other clubs anyway. But I'll probably keep an eye on the game. Arsenal Coventry. I'd imagine it's going to be a straightforward victory for the Gunners. I don't see Coventry, with all due respect to them, challenging Arsenal, giving them much of a fight. So I'd imagine it's going to be a more than comfortable evening, for Arsenal. So yeah, I'll keep an eye on the game for sure. I'll keep an eye on it, but obviously Twisted, you'd rather do something else with your time. So fair play, man. Big up, man. Big up, big up, big up. But people, it's going to be interesting. I can't really put my foot on who's going to win this league. I'd make Arsenal favourites purely because they're in that stage where they've had a manager for the last couple of years and they've consistently stuck with him, whereas everyone else, us, Chelsea, City, Tottenham, we've all changed managers, so we're all going through a bit of a transition. They're not. They've got a manager and a style that they're going to continue on into this season, so they're the most stable in my opinion. They're the most stable out of all the clubs at the moment. So if I had to put a favourite now, I would go with Arsenal. Personally, Arsenal and Arteta. But having said that, I don't think it's a guarantee and a shoehorn that they are going to go back to back this season. I do think there's potential for get the hell out of here, man. Apologies, people. There's a wasp around me. Apologies. Fuck off, man. Get out of here. This is what I don't like about the warm weather. It attracts a lot of wasps. Get the fuck out. Fuck off, man. Piss off. Apologies, people. Apologies, man. Wasps. Summertime. This is what we're going to deal with in the summertime. So if there's one disadvantage of summertime, you get these things in the house all the time. So apologies for that. But yeah, man. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't even think it's a shoehorn that Arsenal go back to back. I do think that it's open. I really think it's open. All due respect to Mikel Arteta and what he's done at Arsenal, I don't think it's a shoe-in, and I don't look at him and think, yeah, I'm worried. No one can stop them. I do think if teams are on it, they can do it. I think we can make a challenge if we're on it. I'll get into us in a bit more, in a bit more detail later. I think Chelsea can put up a challenge. City, don't rule City out. I know they didn't have a great game against Arsenal last weekend, but never ruled them out, man. City are City, you know what I'm saying? So, a very interesting league, with a lot of new managers. And I like this. I like how there's no world-class manager. Gone are the days where we start a league season off and there it's like, well, Pep and Klopp are going to be doing it, you know what I'm saying? Everyone else can just rummage around for leftovers or, Pep's here, City are going to win it, rest of us can just settle for second place. Because that's how it kind of felt when Pep and City were here, or when Pep was at City. It kind of felt like we were all going into seasons with that mindset of, well, Pep's here, Pep's the GOAT. In my opinion, he's the best ever manager, you know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion, you know what I'm saying? With him here, the rest of us don't really stand a chance. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? But now with Pep gone, and a new coach at City, I don't look at it and think, okay, yeah, it's just going to be them now. I do think all of us have potential to do something. I really do, man. I really do. They're the only manager to win the Prem now. Let's see if that works in their favour. Yeah. Let's see if it works, man. We'll have to see how it goes, innit? We'll have to see how it goes, Twisted Fate. Big up Nighttime Kid, man. Big up to Nighttime Kid in the building. Man said this. Big up, man. Big up. Just sprayed them. Yeah, I'm streaming now, so I'll later on tonight or after the stream I'll go pick up some spray and just get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? I'll get rid of them, but yeah, I'll do it after the stream. Hate them. I don't. Nah. I don't like any sort of wasps. Well, Savinho and Aldinho. Big up, man. Obviously, you're happy that you've signed Savinho. Big up, bro. Come on, we have more bread than. Okay, Nighttime Kid, sure. The Mamouche deal gonna be low like West Ham potentially, man. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. That's how people thought when Ferguson was at United. Every team felt well, he lost before the ball even touched the grass. They lost in the goal. Yeah, exactly, man. That's how everyone felt about Pep and City. To be honest, let's be honest. Did anyone really think that anyone else was gonna do anything with Pep? And I always believed under Jurgen we could do it, but when Jurgen left and Slot came in, I was like, you know what? This could be a time where City just completely dominate this league. which is why it was very surprising we won it the year after. But I don't look at City and feel that fear now, and I'm glad because it opens us up to a more entertaining league. It opens us up to a league with more possibilities and new possibilities. I'm not looking at anyone really and feeling fear. I don't think you should ever feel fear of another team. You know, if you take care of what you need to do in the transfer market, you do what you got to do. I think you can make a challenge. You know what I'm saying? We were ruled out 2 years ago when Jurgen left us and Stark came in. No one really gave us a chance for the league. Everyone said we were finished. We've got an aging Virgil, we've got an aging Salah, we're done. And we went and won the league, so anything is possible, people. I'm gonna be totally honest. Anything is possible in the game of football. Surprises can happen. So if you think your team doesn't have the capability of doing anything, if you don't believe in your team, I'm gonna be totally honest. You've got to believe. You know what I'm saying? You have to believe. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this season. I am looking forward to this season and seeing how open it's gonna be. I'm looking forward to seeing what teams are gonna surprise us. The teams that maybe people aren't talking about that amount of surprise. I'm looking forward to seeing what teams will flop, or the teams that people think will do well and they end up flopping. Looking forward to seeing what manager gets booted out the door first. Looking forward to seeing what team is going to come out on top come May next year. I'm looking forward to life this season. I really am. I've got a new lease myself because I've got a new manager, which is what all of us Liverpool supporters wanted. I wouldn't have been feeling like this if we'd been going into this season with Arne starting charge. So I'm glad we got a new coach coming in, and I'm glad I can look forward as well as a supporter, and hopefully we can have a better season than we did last year. I'm not one of these fans that will ever talk the talk before I walk the walk. I'll never really give it mouth. I like to take it one game at a time, week at a time. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever give it the large talk because if it backfires on you, you're left looking like an idiot. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this Premier League season goes, man. But yeah, we'll get into it, man. I'll get into my thoughts on Liverpool and what my expectations are for us this season. I've got the Premier League table predictor thing that King sent me, so we're going to bring that up. We're going to predict the whole league table. So this is going to be a good stream, people. This is going to be a good stream. So I'm looking forward to it. We have 3 Brazilians in the team. Really? Well, I know you've got 2. You've got Savinho and Richarlison. I don't know who the third one is that you have. But big up, man. Can never go wrong with Brazilian players. I only felt like that when KDB and Rodri were young, to be honest. As they got older, City got more complacent. Yeah, I hear that, to be fair. But even an old KDB is better than most midfielders, you know what I'm saying? Obviously now KDB's washed. We've seen him at the World Cup. Rodri, I still think Rodri's got it. I don't think Rodri's really declined. I think injuries have really kind of dampened him, but I think he's still up there on his day. In my opinion, as the best defensive midfielder in the world. He really is good. He really is good, man. And for me, I think we're at a point with Rodri where you put him in all-time debates for me. I think he's right up there with the likes of Busquets and all these lot. Call me crazy, but I think Rodri has earned the right to be in all-time debates with other Spanish legends of the game and other DM legends of the game. I think he's that good. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Rodri first went to City, he had that task of replacing Fernandinho, who was amazing for them. And years later, I think he's been better than Fernandinho personally. I think Rodri has had the more successful career at City, and I think he's, not saying he's way better than Fernandinho and he's crapped all over his legacy. Obviously, Fernandinho was great, but considering the task Rodri had when he went to City and what he's done there, the guy's been absolutely amazing. You know what I'm saying? One of the only few to win a Ballon d'Or as well, so credit where credit's due. Spurs sold a lot of people, want to see that, only talk about incomings. Yeah, to be fair, Nighttime Kid, a lot of people don't really like, in the community, a lot of people don't like your club, don't you? So, look, I think I can apply this advice to you, we're a club that gets written off a lot, you know what I'm saying? No one ever really gives us, when it's only last season really where we were favourites for the league, but normally we get written off. It's the Arsenals that get spoken about, it's the Cities that get spoken about, the Chelseas, the Uniteds, we don't really ever get spoken about, we just go under the radar. And honestly, Nighttime Kid, if people are going to write off Tottenham, if people are going to underestimate you, let them, you know what I'm saying? I personally prefer working with little pressure. I prefer just going under the radar, you know what I'm saying? I prefer where my club is just under the radar, no pressure, no media attention, and we just do our thing, you know what I'm saying? I think it works out better, you know what I'm saying? And I think you should also have that type of mindset, Nighttime Kid, where so what if the media aren't talking about you? So what if rival fans aren't giving you credit? Just go about your business under the radar, man. It's going to get to a point where you're having a successful season. They're going to have to speak about you. They can't put you off forever. So I prefer going under the radar personally, and I think we are going to go under the radar this season. I don't see a lot of people discussing us as a title contender, and that's fine. That's more than fine considering what we've lost. Considering a lot of people don't like Liverpool, it's understandable, to be fair. It's understandable, but I look at the season and I think we're not the favourites this year going into the league. We're not the defending champions. The pressure is no longer on us. Last season it was because we were the defending champions. Now we don't have that pressure. We're kind of just going to go about our thing. The pressure is on Arsenal Football Club. They are now the defending champions. They are now where all the media attention is going to be, where everyone's going to put their focus on. It's going to be all on Arsenal. So yeah, we just go about our business. You know what I'm saying? Roberto, I think you meant to say Roberto De Zerbi there, but you spelled it wrong. Big up, man. Man's gonna transform us like Transformers, Optimus Prime settings and that. But the players need to function. Yeah, listen. Sometimes it doesn't take time. Sometimes it hits the ground running. Big up to Kingpin in the building, man. People, make sure you do sub to the legend that is Kingpin in the building. He will be live later with Vigilante. I think they're both doing a watch long for Arsenal against Coventry, is it? I believe, yeah. Arsenal Coventry. So go show Kingpin some love on his channel. Go show Vigilante some love as well on his channel. Big up yourself, Kingpin, bro. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're well, man. Big up, bro. Big up, big up. I almost called you by your name there, but then I remembered, yeah, it's Kingpin now. It's not that. Big up, bro. Hope you're well. And people, do make sure you're subbing. Go and join Kingpin, a bit of support. Well, nice. This is where another streamer puts United 6. Hang on, Twisted Fate. Hang on. I haven't even brought up the table yet. I haven't even brought up the Premier League table yet, and I haven't even predicted the thing. Who says I've got United in 6? Who says I haven't got you higher up? Who says I haven't got you lower down? Who says I've got you that low, and who says I've got you that high? Maybe I've got you in 3rd, maybe I've got you in 4th, maybe I've got you in 11th, 12th, who knows? Who knows, man? You're gonna have to wait and see. Big up. What? United fans have the most chat, bro. Yeah, Twisted Fate's one of the tame ones, to be fair. Twisted's one of the good ones. If there's a couple of people in our community and that I've seen online, United fans that are just moving absolutely crazy in some of the stuff they're saying, man, it's mad. You guys sign one new player and an under average one. Fair enough. Yeah, man, just do your thing under the radar, like Tom Kid. That's how I always like Liverpool to do our thing, because eventually, guess what? It's gonna get to a point where you're doing well, and the media can't put you off for longer. They have to discuss you. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, bro. Let the likes of City, Arsenal get all the spotlight. Even United are going to be in the spotlight this year. I see a lot of people expect them to have a good season, so they're going to be right in there in the spotlight. We're not going to be in the spotlight like Liverpool. Tottenham aren't going to be in the spotlight. Chelsea, I don't know, to be fair, if they're going to be in the spotlight or not. They usually are, but they might not be. So, Arsenal, City, United seems to be where the media focus is going to be this year. So the pressure's on those clubs, you know what I'm saying? And I don't give a... But yeah, neither do I. I don't care either, that kid. I really could care less about how much money gets spent. I really could care less, man. I'm not one of those who cares about money. Just pay the money, get the player. Twisted, some creators can't compete, your fans. Tottenham ain't doing shit. Liverpool finished 3rd, I think. I think Tottenham have a good season. I'm not saying they're going to win anything or do something amazing, but I think they'll have a good season, personally, Kingpin. I don't know about winning anything, but yeah. I meant to say De Zerbi with... I have no idea what that means, not Tom Kid, but big up. Big up, man, big up, big up. I know for a fact you don't have us higher than 6th as a Liverpool fan, you can't. Twisted, you're going to have to wait and see, bro. You're going to have to wait and see. Maybe I've got you in 4th or 3rd. Maybe I've got you higher, so... Hey, listen, I don't think I've ever been biased towards Man United. I don't like Man United, obviously, because they're our biggest rivals and that, but... I don't think I've ever been unfair or biased against them. I think I've always given a fair assessment on anyone. I don't like United, and it hates me to give them credit, but I think I've always given United flowers when they deserve it. I've always put rivalry aside and given flowers. I do that with Everton too, begrudgingly, when I have to. It's not often, because Everton are crap, but I do. I try my best to give unbiased takes on Arsenal, United, whoever. I don't like speaking with bias or speaking with hatred or letting hatred or bias cloud my judgment, because then I'm not being authentic, am I? If I sit here and say United are going to finish 15th, you're going to look at me and think typical Liverpool fan. He's just a United hater. He's going to say that United are his biggest rivals. He's blinded by hatred. You can't speak logically about them. You know what I'm saying? So I like to give unbiased takes as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? You'll have to wait and see where I've got Udo twisted. Arsenal gets spoken about a lot because it's mostly rival fans talking about us, to be fair. It is Kingpin. You know what I'm saying? It is. People do reverse psychology when it comes to Arsenal. I think a lot of people make out like Arsenal fans say this, say that, when reality is rival fans say it and then they just twist it around to make it look like Arsenal fans say it. But yeah, I think in general though in the media, Arsenal gets spoken about quite a bit. United are always up there being spoken about. City will be. I think you three clubs are going to have the spotlight this year personally. Not saying you're going to have good seasons, but I think the focus is going to be on you three clubs, and I think us, Tottenham, Chelsea probably just go under the radar and do our thing. You know what I'm saying? But I think the spotlight will be on you three. Bro, you scammed the league title. Eyes are going to be on you. Are you talking to me or Kingpin there? Yeah, I think you're talking to Kingpin there, not Atom Kid, yeah. Whoa, crazy Kingpin. That is a mad thing to say. Wow, Kingpin. Whoa, you went in there. No mercy with that one there. Big up, man. Big up to you all, man, in the chat. All you legends. If you have us top four, then props to you, to be fair. It's tough to put bias aside sometimes. It is. I'm not going to sit here and act like it doesn't hurt to say or to have or to give my rivals credit, because it does. But otherwise, you've got to be authentic and you've got to put it aside, because you're not being honest otherwise, are you? Let's be totally honest. You're not being honest. If I sit here, like I said, if I sit here and say you're getting relegated, Twisted Fate, you're going to look at me and think I'm an idiot and I'm just a biased dickhead. So, yeah, I've got to be as unbiased as I can in these predictions, and I've got to be as fair as I can to every single team. So, yeah. Yeah, man. Maybe I'm going to be a bit biased, but I'm going to be biased towards Liverpool. I'm not going to be biased against anyone. King, Richarlison, scammed the league title. Tottenham scams in the league. Yeah, there we go. There we go, man. There's the Tottenham and Arsenal banter in the chat as always. You're funny how we scam and Raf's fucked us over every week. Yeah, Chris, man, look, I spend enough time on social media. I know the ins and outs of it more than enough now. And I know what goes on. I know which fans are the most loud, and I know which fans are the most obnoxious, and which fans talk the most. And I've always said, from my experience on social media, the fans that I think speak the most or talk the most are United and Arsenal. Now, I'm not saying Liverpool fans don't, City fans don't, Tottenham fans don't, Chelsea fans don't, because they do. They do. I'm not sitting here and saying they don't, but from my experience, I've noticed it more with Arsenal and United. I don't know, to be fair. I think it's just an Arsenal and United thing mainly, but everyone's got weirdos in the fan base, you know what I'm saying? City got it, everyone's got it. It's a normal thing, but yeah, I think there's too much people sometimes try and make Arsenal out to be like this, or they say this, they say that, and reality is they don't say it. You know what I'm saying? They don't. So yeah, man. On your end, you get away with everything. What, United 16th? I'm joking, like 4th. We'll see where I put them. You'll see where I put everyone in the league, man, this season. Big up, man. Big up, big up. But people, it's going to be an interesting season. Maresca at Manchester City, replacing Pep Guardiola after 10 years. Big task for my man. We'll see what he can do there. Could flop, could succeed. That could easily go either way. We don't know. Iraola at Liverpool, coming from Bournemouth, making the step up, replacing Arne Slot after a very underwhelming season for us last year. We'll see what Iraola brings to the table for us. Hopefully he does well. Xabi Alonso at Chelsea. We all thought Xabi Alonso would be the Liverpool manager, not the Chelsea manager. But Chelsea, a side that chop and change managers a lot. Since their new ownership came in, they've gone through Tuchel, Potter, Pochettino, Maresca, Lucinia. Now they're on Alonso. So we'll see what happens with Alonso. Will he get the time? Will Chelsea ownership be patient with him? We'll have to see, because they're not exactly known for being patient, are they? So we'll see, man. We shall see. You've got Mikel Arteta and Arsenal, defending champions, still doing their thing. Probably the favourites to retain the league, in my opinion. You've got Manchester United under Michael Carrick. Don't know much about them. Finished third last year. Had a decent season. Considering they were 15th the year before, to finish fourth, third the year later. It's an achievement, regardless of the league quality being poor. Regardless of all of that, I think it's still an amazing achievement to finish third after finishing 15th the year before. It's always progression. So this year they're back in Europe. They're going to be playing in 4 competitions, playing midweek. So we'll see how they cope with that. Tottenham as well, under De Zerbi. A very bad season for Tottenham last year. The year before that, they had a poor league season too, but they won a trophy. So if you're Tottenham, you've got to make sure you don't be in a position like you were last season again. I think they have a good season too. I'm not going to say where I've got them finishing yet. We'll save that until the video goes on. But yeah, I think all big six clubs have got potential this year. I don't think it's going to be any surprises. I don't see the likes of Newcastle breaking into that top six because they've been depleted. They've lost all their players. Villa are losing all their players. I don't see them getting into the top six this year. I can maybe see Nottingham Forest making a push because I do think Glasner's a good coach, so they could be the team that push. Other than that, who else do I think could push? I do think Fulham are going to be it. I think Fulham are going massively under the radar, people. I think Fulham are going massively under the radar. They've made some very good signings if you've had a look. And I think Arbeloa is going to prove people wrong. I think Arbeloa is going to do a decent job at Fulham. So they're a team that I think could push for Europe and potentially the top six. So I think Forest will be up there as a push maybe. I think Fulham could be up there as well. I don't see Villa and Newcastle being up there. I think both of them are going to have underwhelming seasons. I do think that Newcastle manager in the long term will be successful there. But I think for the here and now, his first season, considering he's got a depleted squad, I think he struggles this year. But long term, I think he'll be a good appointment for them. Villa still got Unai Emery as their coach, but they're losing a lot of players. They've lost Watkins. They're going to lose Martin as the goalkeeper. They've lost Concha. Don't really see them being up there. Plus, they're in Europe again. They're back in the Champions League. Last time they were in the Champions League, they didn't do well there. So, I think I don't think they're going to be up there. I think they're going to struggle with 2 games a week again. I don't see anyone really pushing to break into that big six this year. So I do think, in my opinion, in my personal humble opinion, people, that the top six will go back to being the original top six next year. That's just my opinion, though. I think all the so-called all the top six sides talk absolute shite, mate. English fan base are the worst. Yeah, I hear you on that, Kingpin, man. I do hear you on that, bro. We have too much Kingpin, too much Watlaw, too much. What the fuck you on about, Night Time Kid, bro? So am I, Kingpin. So am I, bro. I got no idea what he's talking about. Let's do first sack. Okay, we'll do what you want then, Night Time Kid. Let me just get through the comments. Let me pin that. And I'll get back to that and we'll start there then. Night Time Kid, what are you talking about, bro? You're funny, bro. Sorry, we'll change our name for you if it hurts. You are funny, bro. You are funny, Night Time Kid. Big up yourself every single time. Big up yourself, man. I don't say to change my name, but no problem. I hate Fulham. Why do you hate Fulham, man? You're the first person that has said that you hate Fulham. Every other person that I know has said that they don't have an issue with Fulham. They're a nice, lovely club over by the River of London, sitting right on the riverside with a nice little stadium. You've got to be the first person to come in here and say I've got a problem with Fulham. You have got to be the first person that I'm to say I have an issue with Fulham Football Club. Wow. You're funny, bro. You're funny. But let's see what Night Time Kid said. How do you want to start this off? Okay, so let's do first sack of the season and manager of the month or team of the week. I don't play FPL, guys. I don't play FPL and all that stuff, so I've got no idea how any of that works. If you want to do FPL and that, you're better off going to King because he's clued up on it, or maybe Rasta and Vigilante. But I don't play FPL. I never played that stuff, so don't have a clue how it works personally. So team of the week, it's hard to say because we haven't seen the week yet, but I really don't know. Team of the week's hard. Give me your team of the weeks in the chat, people. Who you guys think will be the team of the week for this first match week? I'll bring it up and we'll discuss it, and maybe I'll do my own first sack of the season and manager of the month. Okay, manager of the month. I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna go Iriola for manager of the month. I think our manager gets manager of the month. First sack of the season. Okay, first manager to be sacked this season. There's a couple options. I think. I think Glasner could be up there if he doesn't start well for Forest. We know their owner doesn't play around, so they've been through Steve Cooper, they've been through Nuno, they've been through Ange Postecoglou, Sean Dyche, the Portuguese guy they had, and now they're on Glasner. They've been through a lot of managers for Forest. They're not afraid to sack managers if it don't work. So if Glasner don't start well, I think he could be one of the first to go out the door. The Palace manager, no idea who he is, never heard of him, but he could be one. Palace have lost a lot of players. Probably going to lose Adam Wharton as well. I think they could be down there in a relegation scrap. I don't think they get relegated though, but I think they'll be down there. So I think he could be one to go. Um, Other than that, um, probably one of the promoted teams will end up changing managers. I'd imagine Coventry, Hull, Ipswich, and one of them will be in a bad situation and they'll end up changing their managers. So one of the promoted teams. Um, if I was going to throw a sock out there, I'd throw Unai Emery in there, people. I would throw Unai Emery in there. I think with the players that Villa have lost, considering they're in Europe as well, I really think they could have a poor season. I really think they could have a poor season. So that's a wild one, but I'm going to put Unai Emery in there as a potential sack as well. So Unai Emery, Glasner, Palace manager, one of the promoted team coaches. Who else? I don't think the Newcastle manager will get sacked. I do think they'll give him time. I don't think he gets sacked. I think he gets given time. The Sunderland manager, I think I've said it on stream yesterday. I said it on stream on Sunday. My personal pick for the first manager to be sacked is the Sunderland coach. You know how we get the one season wonders sometimes that come up, do well, and then they end up getting relegated a year later, like Sheffield United a couple of years ago. I do think Sunderland could be a team that struggle, especially being in Europe this year. Again, this is new to them. I think he could be a manager that's in trouble. So I'm going to go with Lebris, I think his name is. Lebris from Sunderland to be the first manager sacked. A bit of a wild card, but it's not impossible. As for other managers that could go, as for other managers that could get sacked, I'm going to go. I think Lebris will be the first one. That's my prediction. But Glasner's another one. Palace manager, Unai Emery, and one of the promoted teams as well. Coventry, Hull, Ipswich. I think one of them is going to be in a shit position and end up changing. So, yeah, those are the managers I think will be under pressure. Is there anyone else I'm forgetting or leaving out? I don't think so. No, that's it. I think those will be the managers for me. Fulham are relevant and they're quiet. Yeah, nice club though, man. Nice set of fans too. It's always a decent away day out. Going up to Craven Cottage, it's always a decent away day. So yeah, they always give Spurs a game, and then that's mad, Night Time Kid. That is crazy, Night Time Kid. I didn't mind Spurs team of the week or Chelsea, Sunderland manager. Let us know your team of the week, then, Night Time Kid. Put it in the chat. I think Sunderland manager, yeah, he's my pick to go first. I think Carrick first manager of the month, then first sack. I'm thinking maybe Uncle Unai. Carrick first, maybe Carrick. I couldn't bring. Maybe he could. I couldn't bring myself to say it, Kingpin, but I don't think he works out there long term. I've said it before. I don't think Michael Carrick is going to be the long term manager at United. Put it this way. Christmas time. Put it this way. 2027 Christmas time. I don't expect Michael Carrick to be the manager of Man United. I don't. 2027 Christmas, I think he's gone. I think they've got someone else. So maybe he gets manager of the month. I'm glad that you see my thing about I'm glad you're seeing my thing about Emery Kingpin. I thought I might have been the only one there, but I'm glad you see potential for him to go as well. I do think they've lost a lot of players, and last time they were in Europe, they didn't exactly have a great league season. So I think he could be first to go. I really do. Flop of the season. Team. Are you talking flop of the season as a player? Flop manager of the season? Flop team of the season? You're going to have to be more specific, Night Time Kid, when you say flop of the season. Let me know. Big up Brian, man. Bless up to Brian in the building. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well, man. Or good afternoon, actually. Big up, man. Hope you're doing well. I can see Kyle potentially getting manager of the month with the games we have first. So you got a nice run, to be fair, Twisted. Rasta brought up your games the other day, and you got a decent run, so yeah, I think you probably end up picking up some decent points in the first couple of games. Big up, man. Man said Iron Man, But yeah, I'm glad that you see my what I'm trying to say with Emery there. Glasner's another one that I said. Managers to be sacked. I'm gonna give you guys a list then. I'm gonna go Sunderland manager Lebris, Nottingham Forest manager Oliver Glasner, Palace manager, whatever the hell his name is, I ain't got a clue who he is, so Palace manager, we'll call him that. Unai Emery. Who are the promoted team managers? You've got Gary O'Neill at Ipswich, you've got Frank Lampard at Coventry, the waste of space that is Frank Lampard. And I got no idea who Hull's manager is, so I'm going to go Frank Lampard because I don't like the guy. So yeah, I'm going to go managers to get sacked. or managers to be up there in the sack race. Glasner, Lebris, Emery, Palace manager, and Frank Lampard. That's my five. I'm giving you five there, people, to be sacked first. Flop player, Elliot Anderson. Flop team, Chelsea. Okay. Flop player, I'm gonna go with Elliot Anderson as well. I'm gonna go Elliot Anderson. I think it'll be either Elliot Anderson. I think potentially Morgan Rogers, but I think he does well. I think Morgan Rogers will be good. But I'm gonna go Elliot Anderson too, Chris. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Kingpin. Fuck's sake, man. Fuck's sake. I was doing so well. Apologies, brother. Kingpin. I'm gonna agree with you, Kingpin. I'm gonna agree with you, Kingpin. I'm gonna go Elliot Anderson, flop player. Flop team. Who's a team that people think are gonna do well this year, but aren't gonna do, but are gonna flop? Villa. I'm gonna say Villa. I'm gonna go Aston Villa, bro. I'm gonna go Aston Villa as my flop team. So flop player Elliot Anderson, flop team Aston Villa. I really think they're gonna struggle. Man. Big up Brian, man. Big up. Apologies, Kingpin, man. I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. It's just a habit, man, I suppose. But yeah, I'll do my best to make sure that doesn't happen again going forward. So yeah, flop team Aston Villa, flop player Elliot Anderson. Shots fired at Lampard. Look, the reason I don't like Lampard isn't because of him as a player. I think he was a good player, but the reason I don't like Lampard is actually when we won the league in COVID, and we played Chelsea to beat them. I think we beat them 5-3 on the day, on the night. And Lampard was mouthing off differently to Jurgen Klopp. He was saying some crazy shit about Liverpool only having 2 leagues in 30 years and just being a real dickhead for no reason. And because of that, I've always held a bit of disdain towards him. I'm gonna be honest. Before that, I had no issue with the guy, but because of that, I've always held a bit of disdain towards Frank Lampard. I'm gonna be totally honest. But as a player, I had no issue with him as a player. If you're talking about shots fired at Lampard, it's got nothing to do with Chelsea, Brian. It's more so to do with what he did when we won the league, when he was mouthing off. Which is why I've always wanted him to. Which is why I was hoping that he got Everton relegated. Which is why I always hope he flops wherever he goes, because I really don't like him. I really don't like the guy because of that. I really don't. But it's got nothing to do with him as a player, but it's just more so him to do his actions a couple of years ago that I didn't like. Big up to Eric in the building. Big up yourself, Eric. Hope you're doing well, man. Good afternoon to you. I would say Villa, but everyone expects them not to do well this season, to be fair, so I wouldn't call them a flop. Yeah. Alright, well, other than Villa, Forest could be a flop team. I think a lot of people think Glasner's going to do well at Forest, but I can see them being a flop team. So Forest are another one. Forest are another one that I think could do poorly. I do think all the big 6 clubs will do well. I think all of them will do well, bar maybe one. There always seems to be one big 6 club that just embarrasses England. It was United a couple of years ago. It was Tottenham last year. It was Chelsea before that. There's always one big 6 club that just completely embarrasses the fuck out of English football. So chances are there'll probably be another one this year. I'm trying to think, man. Everyone expects Newcastle not to do well either, to be fair. So I'm not going to say them as a flop team because everyone's expecting them to have a poor year. Fulham again, I think they're going to be a surprise team. I think they're going to be a team that are going to prove people wrong and have a good year. Who could be a flop then? Let me know your thoughts, people. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Flop team, sorry, not Tom Kidd, but I'm going to go Spurs just because they've made some absolute banger signings. So now their expectations are far higher and they maybe won't reach that. I hear your point, Twisted. I think you've explained that well, to be fair. I hear your point on that. I do hear your point on that. Why you don't rate? Oh, don't get. Don't try and rage about me, bro. It's not gonna work. Yeah, you probably won't remember it, Brian. It was COVID time. Not much was being televised back then, so yeah. You probably won't remember it. I do though. It's a shame I haven't got you on no social media platform. I could have sent you the clip over. Shots fired, Twisted. Flop player, I might have to go for maybe Santos. I don't see him getting game time over Tillemans, Manu and Belay, but fair enough, Twisted. I mean, you put one of your own players as a flop. That's interesting. I mean, you know, obviously putting bias aside there. That's not me saying Spurs won't do well, by the way. It's just with the signings you guys made, people are saying Spurs will look for top 4. So, yeah, look, with the signings Tottenham have made, everyone's expecting them to have a good season, so they can't really not have a good season. I think you make a good point there, Twisted Fate. I think you make a good point. Kingpin, I think the title race is between Arsenal, City, and Liverpool. So that transitions me nicely then onto Liverpool. So, as a Liverpool supporter, I'm looking forward to the season. I've made that clear. But what are my personal expectations for us this season? What do I want Liverpool to achieve this season? And what will I be happy with and content with? Now, normally, when Jurgen was my coach, or when Jurgen was our coach, should I say, I'd go into every season expecting a title challenge, and we'd always have a title challenge most of the time, bar 2 seasons where we had injuries. That was always my aim when Jurgen was coach. Title challenge, we can win the league, we can win the Champions League. I went into it believing we could do anything, you know what I'm saying? You know, when Slot came in, I'm going to be honest, my expectations went a bit low. I didn't expect him to have the good first season that he had. I really didn't expect us to do that with the window we had that time. We didn't have the best window when a Slot first came in as well. So we won the league. You know, we won the league. No one gave us a chance. Everyone wrote us off, and we won it 2 years ago, by a good points gap as well. Had a poor year last year. You know, a lot of new signings, a lot of new players. We all were excited for the season. We all had high hopes, and we were left all disappointed in the end. We did get the managerial change. I'm still absolutely baffled at times how the hell we got to the point where Slot was lifting the league title up, and then boom, a year later he's gone. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy, but it happened. It's such is life. We got the change with Iriola. We all thought it was going to be Xabi Alonso as our next coach, but fate had other plans. As for my expectations for Liverpool this season, then, Iriola's first season, you know, he's making the step up from Bournemouth to Liverpool. You know, it's a big step up. Let's not make no let's not make no mistake about it. It's a big step up from Bournemouth to Liverpool. You're going from a smaller club to one of the biggest in England, in my opinion, the biggest. We're going to be playing 2 games a week now. So he's going from being at a club that we're playing 1 game a week to now being in multiple competitions and playing 2 games a week. He's never managed in the Champions League before, so it'll be new to him. So there are concerns there. You know, can he manage 2 games a week? Can he have us prepared for Champions League? Can he hack for Champions League? There's concerns there, of course, I'm not going to lie. It's his first year. You know, we're going to see how the players take to him. You know, it's very important he gets the likes of Alisson, Virgil on side, because those are our 2 senior pros. You know, and I think he will get them on side because Alisson and Virgil don't have egos like that. They're very easy on the eye. They're very easy to get along with. So, yeah, I think that's someone. That's something that he has to do, should I say, appeal to them, and I think he won't have an issue there. Expectations, it's his first season at Liverpool. It's his first season. He's coming up from Bournemouth. I think he's a good coach. I like what he's done at Bournemouth. I like the fact that he plays attacking football. He's pretty much a Jurgen Klopp regen. He's pretty much a Jurgen Klopp 2.0 in his way of football. He's a Jurgen Klopp regen. Very, the Bournemouth team he managed were very attacking, pressed a lot, ran like crazy. Very similar to us and the Jurgen. Intensity is a big thing in his style of football, which is good. The fans can relate to the football, hopefully again. I think we will. He can work with low budgets too, just like Jurgen could. You know, he could work with little to nothing. You know, work with 1 or 2 signings here and then and work miracles. Did it at Bournemouth. Lost his best players year in, year out and had them improving. That's a positive. I think he's got the right demeanour. Looks happy to be at Liverpool. Comes across well in what he says. Obviously, talk is cheap, actions are more important. But I like what I've seen with Iriola. Firstly, him as a person, his ideas in training. I've seen him how he does his training. It looks good. Players look happier. Virgil looks happier. Alisson looks happier. Shabazz, Wirtz, all these guys look a lot happier now under a new coach, which is good. As for my predictions and my expectations for Liverpool this season, I don't want to go crazy. I know we won the league last year when we had no expectations and no one gave us a chance, but is Lightning really going to strike the same place twice? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So, how do I feel this season's going to go? Who do you think is going to be the signing of the season? Signing of the season, I think, is going to be... I'm going to give it to you, Kingpin. I think it'll be Bruno Guimaraes. I rate him. I think he's a very good player. I'm going to go Bruno Guimaraes, signing of the season. The Bullets have reached it now, taking back. I don't believe Arsenal will win. Yeah, I don't think there'll be anyone running away with it, Kingpin. I think it'll be close. I think it'll be a good title race. I don't think anyone's going to just run away with it. So yeah, rival fans talking crap there. Just know you started a war you can't win. Okay, interesting, twisted. I hear it. Signing of a season for me will be Tillemans. Okay, I'm gonna go Bruno G personally. I think he's gonna be signing of a season. I could have gone Morgan Rogers, but I'll go with Bruno G. If not, it'll be Bruno. If not Bruno G, it'll be Rogers. If not vice versa, I think it'll be one of those two. By the way, Shakhtar the next will play all their UCL home games. Really? That's weird, Brian. How come? How come another team are playing their home games in your stadium? That's very bizarre. But cheers for letting me know that. Interesting. But expectations for Liverpool this season, people. I'm gonna say I'll be happy with. See, I don't like saying I'll settle for third because ultimately I want to win the league, and I've always gone into a season expecting to win the league. But I'll be happy with third place and a domestic cup. That's what I'll be happy with. Okay, that's the bare minimum. But I'm also gonna say this: when there's no pressure on Liverpool, I'm not gonna say no pressure because we can't play under pressure. When there's no expectation on us, when we're written off, when no one gives us a chance, when we just go under the radar, that's when I feel we're at our most dangerous. And I feel we're going under the radar this season. I feel we're being disrespected because we haven't made loads of signings. You know, if you know anything about Liverpool, it's the fact that we can make little signings, or we can make small signings, or we can bring in little players and still be competitive. It's our thing. So I think we drive the most when this happens. I think we drive the most when this happens. 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying, everyone said our team was aging, we won the league with that team. I said I'll be happy with third place in a trophy, domestic cup, but, if we're on it, if it all clicks, if all our players get on board, if the likes of Alisson and Virgil on board, if Wirtz and Isak can get that partnership that they've had cooking in pre-season, going into the season, if all of our players can get on board with Iriola, if he can get his ideas across early on, and we won't have an adjustment period, I don't see any reason why Liverpool can't win this league. Call me crazy, call me deluded. I don't see any reason why we can't win the league if everything goes according to plan and we have a nice settlement. We don't need signings. You don't need big money signings to guarantee success, people. You know what I'm saying? We've done it twice with little to nothing. You know, you don't need big money signings. So I've said third and a domestic cup, but if we're on it and if we cook the way we should cook, I think we can win the league and I think we can win a title challenge. So that's just me. So my expectations are, fuck it, I'm going to say Liverpool title challenge. That's my expectation. I think we'll be, and we should be aiming for a title challenge. I think we've got the squad. You know, I think we've got we've got the experience with Alisson and Virg. Got Alexis and Bosley in here. A lot of league winners in this team. You know, everyone in our team more or less has won a league title. You know, Isak and Wirtz, if they can get that partnership going, I don't see why we can't make a challenge. You know, call me deluded, call me crazy. I don't see why we can't. So I'm going with Liverpool to be in a title race this season. You know, but I will be happy with third in the domestic cup. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, man. But I'm optimistic for the season ahead. That's if Chelsea survive the rumours. I've not. Wow, I have no idea about any of this twisted, but wow, that's crazy. Obviously, depends on the last couple of weeks of a transfer window. Anyone can move. Yeah, that's true, Kingpin. That's true. Oh, big up, man. Big up, people. Big up, Dancer 08. Appreciate to Zia Talks for sending people over. Big up, man. Big up Zia Talks himself. Big up, bro. Big up yourself, man. People, make sure you do sub to Zia Talks in the building. There you go. Twisted Fate, the legend himself, has put the link in there. So, thank you for raiding me, man. Appreciate you sending the raiders over, brother. I appreciate you sending the raiders over. Big up to all the raiders. All I ask is that you do drop a like on the stream. All I ask is that you do stick around if you like the content. And big up, man. Appreciate you sending the raiders over. I appreciate you sending the raiders over. Big up, big up, big up. Bless up for big up, man. Big up, big up, big up. And appreciate you, Twisted, man. Appreciate you, Twisted, for putting the link in just like that. That's what the mods are for, man. That is what the mods are for. So big up yourself. Slap the likes and subscribe. Appreciate you here. Thank you, man. Big up, big up, big up, big up. But yeah, appreciate that. Back to expectations. I think I'm gonna go with us to be in a title challenge. Call me crazy, call me deluded. I think we can do it. I do think we can mount a title challenge this year, and I do think we're being written off, and I do think we're being underestimated. That's just the league. In the Champions League, what my expectations could be. What are my expectations? Again, we're Liverpool, man. We're European royalty. We're European heritage. You know, I don't see a world where if we're not on it or if we're on it, we can't be or at least get to the semi-final and quarter-finals of the Champions League. We're a club that thrive in Europe. We're a club that usually do very, very well in Europe. Um, if we're on it, why can't we go far? Why can't we reach a semi-final? Why can't we reach a quarter-final? Why can't we even get to the final? You're gonna say I'm deluded. You're gonna think I'm deluded, but I don't see why we can't do it. So, league, I think we'll be in a title race. Maybe I'm being optimistic there, but it's my opinion. Champions League, I don't know about winning it, but we can win it if we want it. But I'm gonna go with us to get to the quarterfinals or semi-finals of that. So, yeah, that's my expectation. Quarterfinals, semi-finals of the Champions League if we want it, and a title challenge in the league. You know what I'm saying? So that is my expectations personally, man. Big up to Mello in the building, man. People, make sure you do sub to Mello. Twisted, if you can get Mello's channel link in the chat as well, please do, man. Make sure you do sub to Mello, just starting this thing up. No worries, night time. No worries, man. Big up, man. Big up, man. It's a daytime kid. Big up, man. Big up. If you Google Mark, tells you everything you know. Wow. I'll have a look at that later, Brian. I'll have a look at that later. That's absolute madness. Absolute madness. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that. That's mad. So Chelsea could be in a bit of shit then by the looks of it. I'll read up on that. I'll read up on that for sure. So yeah, for Liverpool, I expect a decent season. You know, we usually there we go, man. Big up Kingpin, man. Big up the Kingpin, the legend himself. There's Mello's link, people. So do sub to Mello if you can. You know what I'm saying? Doing some good content there. Just starting out, go and show him some love. But yeah, that's my expectations for Liverpool this season. Normally, and Twisted's put it in as well. So there you go, people. Go and show Mello some love. So yeah, normally after a bad season, we bounce back with a good season. So I think we can do this. I do think we can do this, man. I think we come out a title challenge. Maybe I'm deluded, maybe I'm crazy, but I think we can do it. I believe, man. And you gotta believe at the end of the day. Liverpool objective, top 4 in FA Cup, quarterfinals, Carabao Cup. Yeah, that's the objective, but we can overachieve. I don't see a reason why we can't overachieve and do even more than that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'd like a 3rd place and I'd like a cup. I won't say no to that for a first year, but listen, I've seen us being title challenges for the last couple of years, being written off constantly, winning a league after being written off. You know, I've learned to believe, and I've learned to never underestimate the team. So I think we can do this, man. I do think we can do this, Mello. But obviously, look, you got to be realistic as well at where you are. We're going through a bit of a transition as a club. You know, we're going away from the Salahs. You know, we're probably going to lose Virgil at the end of this season. Potentially going to lose Alisson as well. So we're going through transition. You know, we are going through a bit of a transition as a club. So you got to be really realistic there as well. But I hear that, bro. No worries, Mello, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to shout anyone out who's got a channel. Big up, man. No worries at all. Big up, man. Big up. A Twisted Pain, I'll take a 1st place. But I would... Yeah, I hear it, man. I hear it. So, the season's going to be interesting. It's going to be an intriguing season. You know, I'm just giving you guys my expectations for Liverpool there. Previewed our season a bit. Tomorrow, I'll get into a bit more detail on the Newcastle game. We'll bring up some of Iriola's quotes from his press conference. I did watch it today, but I think tomorrow we're going to do a segment on the Newcastle stuff. So, stay tuned for that, people. It will drop some point tomorrow. It'll be a live stream actually. We'll be going live discussing the game. I'll give you guys my thoughts and feelings ahead of the opener. I'll give you guys my starting X-side prediction. I'll also have a match preview coming out. So the match preview will drop for the Newcastle game tomorrow too. Pre-recorded video of thoughts and feelings, predicted 11, all of that, blah blah blah. So yeah, man, we're getting back into the routine and I'm looking forward to it for sure. Everyone should shoot for the moon. Exactly, man. Listen, anyone can do anything, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'd never rule anyone out. You know what I'm saying? So, you're right, Brian. You should shoot for the moon. Everyone should shoot for the moon. Brian, I shoot for... You guys are funny, man. But big up everyone locked in the building. I appreciate you all. I appreciate every single one of you. So, moving forward then, I guess we'll do this then. We'll do what King did the other day. Big up to King, by the way, for shoot for nothing. There's no end to nothing. Yeah, you're right. We'll do this then. Big up to my brother Africa King as well for sending this thing over to me. But this is a table prediction thing. Whatever this thing is here, it predicts the league. I seen him doing it the other day, and I thought, you know what, I may as well do it on my end as well. So we'll just do this, man. We'll predict the league from 1st to 20th and who finishes where. People in the chat, let me know your thoughts, man. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. We'll start from the bottom and we'll make our way up. So currently we've got, okay, it's in that order, but that's not the order I want it in. So who's going to get relegated this year? What do we think, people? Relegation 3 for this season. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Personally, for me, I think that's going to be the relegation 3 right there. I think the 3 promoted teams that came up are going right back down. I think the 3 promoted teams that came back up are going to be going straight back down. Mello thinks Hull, City, Ipswich, Nottingham Forest relegation. Interesting, potentially. Forest, bit of a wild shout, but I do hear it. But look, for me, it is my prediction thing at the end of the day. So I think it's going to be the promoted 3. I'm gonna go Coventry bottom. Fuck Lampard. Fuck you, Frank Lampard. Get your team relegated. Coventry last. I'll go Hull 19th, and I'll go Ipswich 18th. Although Ipswich have got Gary O'Neill as their head coach, so maybe they can pull off. If there's gonna be a team that survive, I think it'll be Ipswich with Gary O'Neill, because I do think he has the capability of keeping a team in the league. So. But I don't think he'll have enough. I don't think their squads are good. I don't think any of the promoted teams have really done enough to stay in the league, have they? I think United 20th sounds right now. I'd love it, but I've got to be realistic. I think Palace get relegated. I think they'll be in and around the circle of relegation, but I don't think they'll get relegated. Unfortunately, I do think they stay up, but I think they're going to be right there in the dog battle. I really do. Lol. Yeah, I don't like Lampard, man. 20th Hull, 19th Ipswich, 18th Coventry or Newcastle. Okay, interesting, Kimping. Interesting, but I'm going to go with that as my relegation 3. I'm going to go Coventry last, Hull 18th, Ipswich. No, Coventry last, 20th, Hull 19th, Ipswich 18th. Okay, so that's the relegation 3. Moving up then, okay. Who else is going to be in a relegation battle? Who's going to be down there struggling? Who's going to be down there struggling in that relegation scrap? I think I agree with most of you guys. I think Palace are going to be down there struggling. I don't think they get relegated, because I think it's going to be one of those situations where the 3 teams at the bottom are just so bad quality wise that other teams that are in and around the battle end up staying up. Newcastle is good shout, to be fair, but I do like their gaffer. Yeah, I think they got a good coach, man. Mateus Tuchel. It's funny because I think they've upgraded their manager, but at the same time I think they've downgraded their team. So they've lost all their team, but they've upgraded the manager. I think he does well there long term, but for the here and now, I think they have a tough season next year. I do think they have a tough year next year, but long term, I think he's a good appointment. Tottenham back to 17th again. Nah, I think they're going to be a lot higher this year, so no. Unless you're an Arsenal fan and you're praying on it, I don't think so. So, yeah, I agree with you guys. I think Palace 17th. I think they'll be in a relegation battle. I can see it being close between them and Ipswich. I can even see that going to the last day. I can see Ipswich and Palace battling out till the last day, and I think Palace will prevail just about. So I'm going to go Palace 17th. 16th, I'm going to go Leeds. I don't rate Leeds. I don't rate their coach. I don't think they're good. I think they're an outside shout for being relegated too. Don't think they're going to have a good season. I really don't. Oh, wrong there. There we go. What the fuck's happened here? Palace, there we go. Palace 17th, Leeds 16th, there we go. Yeah. I don't think Leeds are going to be great. I think they're another shout for relegation. I think they could be right down there in the mix, in a battle. I think it's going to be out of Ipswich, Palace and Leeds for 18th place. I think Coventry and Hull are going to get relegated pretty early. I think those two will have an early relegation come about February, March time. And then it'll be out of Ipswich, Palace and Leeds for the third spot. But yeah, I think Ipswich will get it. I think Palace survives just about, and I think Leeds as well just about survive. So that'll be my pick for that. Let's see what you guys in the chat are saying, man. So you guys are saying Nighttime Kids not very happy with that, obviously. 17th Newcastle Coventry. Interesting, Kingpin. Interesting. 16th Leeds. Fulham 16th for Mello. I like Leeds. Of course you do, man. Of course you do. Of course you do. They got Trafford and Wilson. They have, to be fair. They have, yeah. 15th Fulham. Okay. Alright, we'll go further up then in the table. So that's we've done 20th to 16th. So Coventry, Hull, Ipswich, Palace, Leeds. Okay. Who's going to be 15th then? Let's have a look at who we've got. Oh man, I'm going to go Sunderland. Like I said, I think they're going to have an underwhelming season. I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year. I think they're going to struggle. I think they're going to be a team that don't do well. So yeah, Sunderland in 15th, and I do think their manager's going to get sacked. I think their manager's going to be first to get sacked. I'll be totally honest. Um, I don't think that Liverpool is going to last. I think it's going to be second season syndrome, and I think they end up getting a relegation. Not relegation. They end up having a poor season, but I think they'll survive. I think they've got enough players there to survive and stay up. You know what I'm saying? Big up Andre, man. Bless up Andre in the building. Bless up yourself, Andre. Hope you're doing well, man. Big up, big up, big up. Yeah, they've got Europe as well, so that could probably hurt them. They've never played Europe before. Had a very good season last year, credit to them, but second season now in Europe, I think they're underwhelmed. Don't think they're going to have a good season at all. I think they're going to struggle. I really do. Um, Kingpin 14th for Palace. Okay, interesting. Yeah, big up Andre, man. Big up, big up. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Sunderland in 15th place. 14th place. I'll go Brentford. Where are Brentford in the table? What the fuck? Brentford are all the way up there. Nice. Okay. 14th, I'm gonna go Brentford. I don't think they're gonna have an amazing season. Did well last year, to be fair. Considering I had Brentford getting relegated last year, I thought they did well. You know, their manager came in after Thomas Frank, a bit of a hard task, and he did well. He did well, man. He did well. So I'm gonna go Brentford 14th. Don't think they're gonna get relegated. Don't think they'll be in danger of relegation, but I think they're gonna be the typical mid-table club. So yeah, 14th for Brentford. That's my prediction. 13th, I'm gonna go with the blue and white side. The blue and white side are gonna be 13th. That is Everton Football Club. Shouldn't even be a club, to be fair. You know, they disgrace the city of Liverpool all the time. But yeah, the blue and white side for me in 13th place, Everton. Again, not going to be in danger of relegation, unfortunately. But I don't think they have a great season. Interestingly, Eddie Howe's been linked with Everton, and I do think they could make that switch. I do see a world where David Moyes gets fired and they bring in Eddie Howe, which I'd be a bit annoyed about that because I think that would be an upgrade. I think Howe would do well at Everton, and he had been playing some decent football. But yeah, I'm going to go with the blue and white side in 13th place, and that is Everton. Again, similar to Brentford and Sunderland. Not a great season, not in danger of relegation, but just mid-table level, comfortable mid-table. You know what I'm saying? 13th Brentford, 12th Everton, 11th Forest. Interesting kingpin, man. You know, some decent predictions here, man. Some wild ones, but I like it, man. I like it. Big up Lumen in the building. Bless up yourself, Lumen. Hope you're doing well. Big up, big up, big up. Big up, man. Big up, everyone. Big up, man. Big up, big up. You like that he's moved Rio to the right wing, Profit? I don't mind it, yeah. It was always going to happen. I don't mind it. Rio can play both sides. He'll have to adapt. You know what I'm saying? So, I've got no issue with it personally, Andre. I think he can play well either way. Left, right, wherever. Big up, man. Big up, Lumen. Big up, big up. But yeah, blue and white side in 13th place. Okay, moving forward then. Who else have we got then? So we've got Bournemouth. Shit. Okay. 12th, I'm going to go... Oh, who have we got here? Who have we got? Brighton. Brighton as well, man. Brighton could surprise. They're a team that usually do well, aren't they? Bournemouth, I don't know what they're going to be like with a new coach. This is where it gets a bit sticky, okay. So 12th place, I'm going to go Nottingham Forest. 12th place. I don't think they're going to impress. I think Glasner made a bit of a mistake there, I can't lie. I do think he made a mistake. I think he was waiting for a bigger club. I think he had his eyes on going to a bigger club, but no one wanted him, so he ended up going to Forest. Forest are bigger than Palace, obviously. Better players there, but it's not a massive step up. Let's be honest. It's not a huge step up, so I don't think they have a great season. Issue for me, he'll do whatever it takes for playing time. We'll see. Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes, Andre, I suppose. We will have to see how it goes. I've rarely seen him shoot with his left foot, though. Yeah, that's a problem. I suppose you're just going to have to coach it into him. Hello, chat. Big up Michelle. Lovely. Michelle pops in just as I'm doing the predictions. Big up Michelle. Our fellow Evertonian in the building. Hope you're well. Good afternoon. Big up. I have no idea, Lumen. I don't know what Kanata's done to him. I don't know. So yeah, Michelle, I've got you. I've got you 13th in the table for this season. What do you think? You think you're gonna finish 13th? I've got you finishing in 13th. How do you feel about that? But yeah, 12th, I'm gonna go Nottingham Forest. I don't think they're gonna have a great season. I think people are overestimating Glasner as a coach. I think he's good, but Forest don't play around, man. They don't play around when it comes to managers. They're very ruthless. Their owners, so I don't think they're gonna have an amazing season. I think they finished 12th personally. I think they finished 12th. Brighton mid-table. I think they'll be alright. I don't think they're gonna challenge for nothing, but I think they'll be up there doing well. Yeah, I'm good, Michelle. I'm good. Just going about life. Yeah, man, I'm good. Hope you're well as well. Okay, fair enough, Michelle. Look, I appreciate your optimism and your confidence. Fair enough, but yeah, I've got you 13th personally. So 12th, I'm gonna go Nottingham Forest. I think they struggle. Does Glasner lose his job potentially? I did say he's someone that I think could lose his job. So yeah, I do. 10th, I'm gonna go Newcastle in 10th. I do think Newcastle finish 10th. I think people are a bit 11th. Sorry, I think Newcastle finish 11th. I think people are being a bit too harsh on them. I know they've sold a lot. I know people think they could get relegated, but I don't think they'll be in danger of relegation. But I don't think they're gonna have a good season either. I think they're gonna underwhelm. I think that Mateus Giselle manager they've got, I think he'll do well long term. But for this season coming up with the players they've lost, I think it'll be a bit of a struggle for him. I think they'll be better the year or season after this, but for the here and now, I think Newcastle are going to have a rough season. I really do. Big up. Temp Sunderland for Kingpin. De Zerbi said we ain't done. Nice. Night Tonkin, you got more to look forward then, haven't you? Newcastle will be at the bottom. Fair enough, Michelle. Fair enough. Night Tonkin, I'm not going to bring up that latest comment, bro, because that is wild. But yeah, I'm not bringing that up on screen. Big up yourself, though. If you're feeling that way, cool, man. You do you, but that's mad. Yeah, Newcastle, I think, underwhelmed. Don't think they have a great season, personally. So I'm going to go with them in 11th. Okay. 10th, I'm going to go Aston Villa. This is crazy, but I really think they're going to struggle. I don't think they're going to have a good season at all. I don't. I'm going to go Villa to finish 10th. I think they struggle. I really do. I'm going to go Aston Villa in 10th. I think back in Europe now. They had a poor season last time they were in Europe. Lost a lot of players. Haven't really replaced them. Going through a similar sort of sting that Newcastle are going through. They've actually managed to keep their manager though, so that's a positive. But I don't think Villa have a good season. I think they struggle. And I can see Unai Emery potentially walking away from that club. Brighton 9th for Kingpin. Fair enough. You should have waited for the giving the spanner. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats the boat indeed, Marcel, yeah. Villa 10th. I think they're going to have an underwhelming season with the players they've lost being back in Europe. Don't think they're going to impress. I really don't. So Aston Villa 10th for me. I know that's a crazy one, but guys, bear in mind, these are just my personal predictions. Big up to Iron Disciple, man. Big up yourself, Iron Disciple, new channel. Big up yourself, bro. Appreciate you being in the building with the new channel. I like the new goalkeeper for Villa. Yeah, I know who you're on about, the Japan goalkeeper from the World Cup. He's decent. Looks decent. Big up Iron though, man, on the new channel. Hope everything's okay with your old one. But big up yourself, bro. Appreciate you being in. 22 likes, bless up, man, to everyone in the building. We'll take that every single day of the week. Big up to you all who've smashed like. Big up to everyone in the chat as well. Appreciate you all, man. Yeah, man. Please do smash the like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. Big up to you all, man. But yeah, 10th, I'm going to go Aston Villa. I think they struggle. Okay, here we get into the top 9 now. 9th, I'm going to go with Bournemouth. I'm going to go Bournemouth in 9th. This is a bit of a wild one. People think they could struggle without Iriola, but I do like the manager they've replaced Iriola with. I think they've replaced him with a good coach. Marco Rose is a Europa League winner. Plays some decent football. I think they'll transition nicely away from Iriola. They'll miss him, of course, but I think they've got a decent replacement there. They still have the recruitment team that they have. They still have the players they have. They're going to continue being smart in the market. I think Bournemouth do alright. Don't think they challenge for Europe or anything. Plus, they're in Europe, aren't they? They are in the Europa League, so I think they struggle. I think they struggle with Europa League. Don't think they make it again, but I think they'll be easy. Not easy, I think they'll be okay. I think they'll finish in the top 10, and I think that'll be good for them. in the new manager's first season, finishing top 10. I think that'll be good. I do think that'll be good. Yeah, it's alright, man. Let's chill, man. Let's chill. What's your prediction for our game, Prophet? So, I'm not going to reveal it just yet, Andre. Stay out for the match preview tomorrow. And for when I go live discussing the game, I'll give you guys score prediction, match preview, all of it tomorrow. But I'm going to go with a Liverpool win, Andre. I do think we win. I'm waiting to see where you put Liverpool. You'll wait and see myself. Wait and see. Man's thinks, bro, only Prophet knows where I'm. Yeah, man. Big up Nighttime Kid as always. Big up. Oh, sorry to hear that, Iron Man. Hopefully you can have it back soon, but sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that, bro. But if you do want us to sub to this channel, guys, get Iron's link in, and everyone sub to this channel, his backup channel, just in case. But big up Iron Man. It'll be back. That's good to hear. 8th Villa for Kingpin. Prophet will surely put Liverpool below Arsenal and above Man United. You'll wait and see, man. You wait and see. Wait and see, man. We're getting there, but yeah, I think Bournemouth will be okay. A 9th place finish, first season under the new manager. I think will be good for them. So I'm gonna go Bournemouth in 9th. 8th, I'm gonna go Brighton. I think Brighton will have a decent year. Again, I think Brighton are a team that, again, similar to Bournemouth, very good recruitment, decent manager there in Hertzler. Had a decent year last year. I think they continue going strong. Again, don't expect them to challenge for Europe or get anything, but I think they'll be top half. 8th place will be good for them. So I'm going to go Brighton in 8th. I think both the teams over by the coast will do well, both Brighton and Bournemouth. Top 10 is good for these clubs at the end of the day, isn't it? So, yeah. Yeah. Here we get into the top 6 then now. Top 7, should I say. This is where it gets interesting. Oh, comments. Don't worry about it, Night Time. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen, bro. You watching the game tonight? I'll keep an eye on it myself, yeah, but I probably won't be watching it, like fully watching it, but I'll have it on in the background. Yeah, man, crazy. Big up Kingpin for putting Iron's link in. Do help Iron out and subscribe to his channel, people. Big up, man. Big up Kingpin. Yeah, big up, man. 7th Bournemouth for Kingpin. So Kingpin's going with Bournemouth to have a decent season. Fair enough. Big up, man. Big up to everyone. So 7th place. Who am I going to go with? I'm on Fulham in 7th for me, people. I think they're going to be the surprise team of the season. I really think they're going to be a team that... I've just realised you guys probably can't see this, so let me zoom in. There we go. So people, this is the table so far, my prediction. So hopefully you guys can see this now. So we've got Coventry, Hull, Ipswich, Palace, Leeds, Sunderland, Brentford, Everton, Forest, Newcastle, Villa, Bournemouth, Brighton, and Fulham. I think Fulham are going to be that team that everyone thinks is going to be in trouble, and they end up having a good year. I do think they're going to be good. I do, man. Big up, man. Big up myself. Thank you for doing that. Much appreciated. Just realised, yeah, he's a Spurs fan. Man. That's mad. Big up everyone, man, in the building. Appreciate all the comments, man. Big up. I don't want him. You're leaking. Big up. Big up, man. But yeah, I think Fulham under Arbeloa have made some good signings. Some very impressive signings, and I think they're going to finish in a European spot. I've just realised that 9th place could get Europe this season, depending on how well the English clubs do in Europe. So that's mad, but I think Fulham have a good year. I do think they're going to be a team to watch out for. I think they're going to play some decent football, and I think they're going to slot nicely from Silva into Arbeloa. I think Arbeloa is also going to prove people wrong. I do think he's going to prove people wrong, so I'm going to go Fulham in 7th. I think they're going to be a surprise package. I really do. So here we go into the top 6 then, and as you can see, for me, the traditional top 6 will be the top 6 this year. I do think so. Spurs rejected. That's mad. Nighttime. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, big up, man. That's mad. 6th Tottenham. Interesting, Kingpin. Not surprised though, being an Arsenal fan, but okay. So 7th Fulham. The top 6 then. The traditional big 6. Who's finishing where? Twisted Fate was right. He was right. I'm going Man United 6th. I'm going to go Man United in 6th. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go Man United in 6th place. I just feel with Michael Carrick, 2nd season, being back in the Champions League, I think they could struggle. Don't really think he's that great of a coach. Don't think he's amazing, particularly. I think he could struggle. I do, and I think United could struggle, so maybe that's my bias speaking, but I had to be as realistic as I can. I think Man United get sixth place. I do think Man United get sixth place. Yeah, I think they could struggle being back in Europe 2 games a week, and yeah, I think they could struggle, man. I think Man United in sixth for me. Chelsea fifth for Kingpin, fair enough, but yeah, Man United sixth for me. Um, yeah, say what you want, people. I know I said I was keeping you on edge, but I do have them in sixth place. Solomon has breezed. Wow, interesting. Iron, that's good, man. It's good to hear. So yeah, United in sixth place. Fifth place, this is where it gets interesting for me. This is going to be wild. This is going to be a wild statement, people. This is going to be a wild, wild statement for fifth place. But bear with me, though. Arsenal second, Liverpool third, City first, Liverpool. Wait for it, Nighttime Kid. I appreciate yours, though. I appreciate yours. You can tell he's a Liverpool fan. Of course you can yourself. I believe in my team. But yeah, sixth United, fifth. This is going to be controversial as fuck, but I'm going to go Manchester City. I know this is controversial. I know this is crazy. I'm going to go Manchester City in fifth place. I just think that a loss of Pep after 10 years is big. I think it's bigger than people think it's going to be. I know they weren't impressive at the weekend, and it's too much to look into that. It's too much to look into that. But I think City are going to really underwhelm. I do, man. My youth are good. Yeah, okay, Lumen. This is clearly a very biased statement here, but yeah. You're saying I'm not biased, but then you say that you are biased. Yeah, I don't think so myself. I think Maresca struggles and City struggle this year, especially with Rodri going as well. If they'd lost Pep and kept Rodri, I think they'd have been okay, but I think they're going to struggle. I think City struggle, man. I really do. I really do think they struggle. I'm going to be totally honest. So I'm going to go City in fifth. That's controversial as fuck. But it's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think they finished fifth. That's why I hear that. I hear that Iron. Lumen thinks it's funny. Fair enough, man. But it's my opinion. At the end of the day, you're entitled to yours. City team look. Yeah. United fourth for Kingpin. Okay. So yeah, I've gone City fifth. That's controversial. That could come back to bite me. But yeah, I'm gonna go City in fifth. The top four then. The top four. Bear in mind, if English clubs do well, fifth place will also be a Champions League spot. So I think English clubs do well, and I think City will still get Champions League place with fifth. So fourth place, the top four. I'm going to go Tottenham in fourth. I think that's right. I'm going to go with Tottenham in fourth place. I think they've done some great business. I think they've got a good coach in De Zerbi. I like the players they've brought in. And I do think they get Champions League football. Don't think they win anything, but I think they're going to be a good team. I think they finish fourth. And I think they get Champions League. So I'm going to go United in fourth. I'm going to go Tottenham in fourth. I think they have a good season. I think they're a team that people are underestimating. But yeah, man, I hear that. Yo, big up to Solo, man. Big up to Solo P1 in the building. Hope you're doing well, man. Big up yourself, Solo, man. Appreciate you being in the building. Big up, man. Big up. Prophet just put on his first kit in the family. Man, I would say Liverpool fifth. Of course, myself, I'd expect nothing less from an Evertonian, but I was tempted to put Tottenham in third, but I think fourth is playing it safe. So I'm going to go Tottenham fourth. But I think they're going to have a good season. Much improved from last year, and I think they're gonna be good. I do. I wait for it, Solo. Wait for it, bro. Wait for it. Wait till I finish this table up. I mean, I love you, bro, but like I don't know how the love's gonna go up. Big up, Nighttime Kid, man. I appreciate it. Look, I'm just being unbiased. I'm not biased in it. I speak my mind. I give fair assessments. So I gotta be as unbiased as possible. So I'm going to go Tottenham in fourth place. I think they have a good year. I was tempted to go third, but I think I'm going to go Tottenham in fourth. They could be even higher, but yeah. Fifth or sixth for Tottenham for Nighttime Kid. United getting relegated. I'm biased. So am I, Solo. Listen, we believe. If we can do what we've done down the years after consistently being written off, Solo, why can't we do it again? Like, people look at me crazy for believing. No, I just believe in my team and my club. So Tottenham in fourth. The top three then. Who's the top three going to be? As you can see, the top three is there, but in what order? Third place. I'm going to go Arsenal in third place. Yeah. I'm going to go Arsenal to finish third. I'm going to go Arsenal third place, people. I think they continue going strong. I think they'll still be in a title challenge. I think they'll still do well, but again, it's hard to go back to back, isn't it? It is hard to go back to back. Fulham kind of bothering me. Hope they go down, man. You're the first person to say I hate Fulham. That's mad. They never beat Arsenal. Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal. Interesting solo. De Zerbi's going to have a good squad with Fernandes in it. Yeah, he will. You need one promoted team to stay. I think he will too, Iron, yeah. But Arsenal, I think, will continue going strong. I think they'll be in the title race again. But I think they'll probably have a bit of a drop-off. I think they'll probably be in and around it. I think they'll be in and around it. But, again, I feel like retaining the league is so hard considering in recent years, only City have really done it. So, yeah, I think they finished third, Arsenal, but I think they're still going to be up there, no disrespect. I was tempted to put them fourth, but then I thought, nah, I can't put them that low. So I'm going to go Arsenal in third place. Fernandes is class, Fernandes is savage. Liverpool third for Kingpin, fair enough. Fair enough, Santos will do better than Fernandes, fair enough, Lumen. But that goal he scored in pre-season, nothing's more beautiful than that. It was a good goal, to be fair, good goal. Not taking nothing away from it. Chelsea above Arsenal. Wait for it, Twisted. Wait for it. Prophet, do you live in Liverpool? I'm actually moving up there in a couple of weeks' time. Now that you've said that, I am moving up there in a couple of weeks' time. Currently not, but I will be soon by the end of the summer, yeah. Funny joke, Lumen. But Labour will do better than Tonali. Fair enough. Chelsea will need a plan for myself. But yeah, Arsenal will still be up there, challenging for the league. I think they'll be really good. They'll be really good. I knew this was going to cause controversy, but fuck it. This is just my honest opinion, people. This is just my honest opinion. Take it with a pinch of salt, but this is just what I feel will happen. Maybe I'm deluded, but it's just what I think, you know what I'm saying? What's the issue with Spurs and United? No idea, to be fair. They're salty that you beat them in the final, aren't they? So yeah. 60 mil bid for Minter rejected. Interesting. I'll read up on that, Mello. Cheers for bringing that to my attention, bro. Big up to AR. Appreciate you being in, man. It's been a while. Big up AR. Yeah, I don't have a Scouse accent. You guys aren't relevant, come on. You have Fulham 7th. Yeah, I think they're my surprise team, Twisted. I think Fulham have a good year. I think they have a good season, but I think they're a team that are being underestimated. And I think they're going to do well. So yeah, I've got them pretty high. Friendly rivalry, yeah. If you think Tonali was going to United, you must be sick. We gave Spurs their first title, yeah, mad. Funny, Nuno was up 2 goals at home on beer. Yeah, man, I hear that. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. Fulham 7th, what? Guys, listen, this is just what I think, innit? This is just what I think, bro. I know it's controversial as fuck and it's crazy, but this is just what I believe. I think certain teams are being underestimated that are going to do well. You moving to Liverpool? Yeah, I am soon myself. Not yet, but soon. By the end of the summer, I will be. You're funny, Solo, man. Big up. But I know Fulham 7th can be controversial. You know, I like little bros. I'm trying to get to the first and second, but the comments keep rolling in, man. The old ones. Yeah, man. Are we getting anyone? We will. We will get someone, yeah. I don't care you put United 6, but we'll make every content creator eat their words come the end of the season. If you prove me wrong, Twisted, I'm going to hold my hands up and I'll say straight up I was wrong. You know, you'll see no salt from me. Thank you, Marcel. Let's hope so. I'm sure Brian's happy with this table, considering I've got Chelsea high up. 1 game a week. I hear that, Twisted. I do hear you, bro. I hear you, guys. I hear you. Not next door, no, but I am moving up there. Yeah, it's not a trophy. But people, let me just finish this off quickly. So, 3rd place, Arsenal. 2nd place. Second place. It's going to go. I'm going to go Chelsea. I think Chelsea finished 2nd, people. I think Chelsea finished 2nd under Xabi Alonso. I rate him highly. They've given him the manager role, not the head coach role. They brought some good additions into their team. I really rate Alonso. I think he's a very good coach. The man went invincible for Leverkusen. Doesn't get spoken about enough. Like up against Bayern Munich. Incredible achievement. He's an ex-Liverpool legend. I want him to do well as well. And I think he will. And I think Chelsea surprised a lot of people. 1 game a week as well. I think it will benefit them a lot. I'm going to go Chelsea 2nd place. I think they'll surprise. And then 1st place. I don't give a shit if you think I'm deluded. I don't give a shit if you think I'm biased. I believe in my boys. We did this 2 years ago. No signings. Everyone writ us off. Won the league. We're doing it again. 1st place, winning number 21, is going to be Liverpool. We are lifting number 21. Iriola's going to cook in his first year. We're gonna win the league. Call me deluded, call me crazy. I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it. Call me crazy, man. Arsenal second for Kingpin, fair enough. Profit, that's Alonso fan speaking. I don't give a shit, Lumen. I think he'll do well. I think he'll do well, man. I think he'll do well. I think he'll do well, man. I do think he does well. I do think he. This is controversy. This has caused controversy in the chat, I see. I think he does well. Yeah, Michelle, I hear it's lovely, man. I've been there a couple of times to watch some games. It's a lovely place. This is biased as fuck. Nah. Liverpool finishing fifth. If you guys don't want to believe, cool in it. You guys cannot believe. It's up to you. I choose to believe. I know we can do the impossible. First City for Kingpin, so Kingpin's got City winning it. 2 seasons ago, you had depth. I understand it, but now, listen, man. Twisted. Call me deluded. Call me crazy. I believe. Solo, I love it, man. Solo, guys, look. Solo gets it. Solo gets the idea. Solo gets the vision. He understands it. You know what I'm saying? Profit, how dare you say first with a new manager? What happened 2 years ago? Remind me what happened 2 years ago, Lumen? With Slot? Oh, don't. It's not funny. This is the thing, yeah. You guys all said this 2 years ago. You all said the same thing 2 years ago when you writ us off completely and we won it. We can do it again. Do not get sacked. How it's coming. That's a good appointment. That's a very good appointment if it happens, Zion. I do think he goes to you, though, Michelle. I do think he goes to you, Michelle. I think you do get Howe at some point. I think Moyes goes and Howe goes to Everton, and I think that'll be a good appointment. I really do. Yeah, man. Big up, Ryan. I appreciate it, beloved. I appreciate it, beloved. Solo's delusional too, then. Sorry, brother. Yeah. I knew this was going to be controversial, but fuck it. Fuck it, man. It starts first year with Klopp's players. I hear it, but we still did it nonetheless. I believe, man. Listen, guys, this is a club that did the impossible against Barcelona. We broke a 30-year drought. You know, we won the league a couple 2 years ago when no one gave us a chance. We're known for this, man. We get written off and we always prove people wrong. You know what I'm saying? We do better when we're written off. You know what I'm saying? And I believe we're going to do it again. Call me crazy, call me deluded, whatever. I believe we're going to do this again. Screens like this. Okay, look, guys. Screen record all of this. If you want to screen record it, save it, bookmark it, whatever. And if I'm wrong, I eat humble pie and I hold my hands up and say I'm wrong. But I believe we're doing this. So, first place, your 2026-2027 champions are going to be Liverpool Football Club, and we're going to be 21 times champions of England. So that's my table in order, people. Let's just go do it again. So I've got 20th Coventry City, 19th Hull, 18th Ipswich, 17th Palace, 16th Leeds, 15th Sunderland, 14th Brentford, 13th Everton, 12th Forest, 11th Newcastle, 10th Villa, 9th Bournemouth, 8th Brighton, 7th Fulham, 6th Man United, 5th Manchester City, 4th Tottenham, 3rd Arsenal, 2nd Chelsea, and 1st the mighty Liverpool Football Club. So that's my prediction. You know, you guys can save this, you can screen record this, whatever, but this is what I think the league looks like this season. This is how I think it ends. Could be wrong. It's just predictions at the end of the day. But yeah, I believe, man. I believe. So that's my predictions for this season. And that's that, people. That is the end of that. So let's just take that off the screen. Let's get to that. Let's get back into the chat then. You know, that's the end of the stream. But yeah, there we go. You know my predictions now. I did say they were going to be controversial on Sunday Night Overview and all them shows. I did say it was going to be controversial. And yeah, you can see why it's controversial. But I've gone with Liverpool to win the league. I've gone with us to win the league. I love controversial. It makes the debate more interesting indeed. Justify your claim. Profit from a footballing sense. Oh man. Take that. You guys are funny, man. You guys are funny. But big up, man. What's your prediction for the Arsenal game? Comfortable Arsenal win, Andre. 3-4-0. Probably 3-0 Arsenal. I think they win that easily. If you're wrong, you have to come and wear an Everton top. That's not happening, myself. You can dream on with that. That ain't never happening. That ain't never happening, man. But people, that's it for the show. It's been a great chat with all of you. Maybe I'm deluded. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm crazy for doing that table the way I did. But that's just genuinely what I think the league looks like this year. Kings was obviously different. I'm sure he had a different outcome. I'm sure if you ask other people, they'll have a different outcome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the season. Bring it on. Bring on the 2026-27 season. Madrid, UCL and La Liga, potentially. Coventry 2-1 for myself. The double, Mbappe Golden Boot, Mbappe Ballon d'Or. A Ballon d'Or winner from the... No, it won't be a Prem winner from the Ballon d'Or. Golden Boot winner, I think it will be Erling Haaland, people. I think Haaland's the Ballon d'Or. Don't see anyone really stopping him there. I think Haaland wins that. Hopefully Isak can give him a challenge, or maybe someone else, but I think Haaland wins the Golden Boot. Manager of the season, I think it'll be Areola because he's going to win the league. Flop of the season, I did say Aston Villa. First sacking of the season, I think it'll be the Sunderland manager, Lebris. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the season coming up, man. Love Mbappe, I know you do, Nighttime Kid. Ballon d'Or Kane, potentially Melo. Potentially, but potentially. Yamal winning this one, year's one, potentially. Potentially Solo could be. It'd be interesting. There's a lot of players I think can do it. Haaland Golden Boot. I agree. Kingpin, I agree. But guys, been a bit of a longer show than usual. We discussed Liverpool's season preview. I gave my expectations. We brought up the table there. That's how I think it's going to be. And that's how I think the league is going to be this season. That is how I think the league is going to be this season. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. If I'm right, yeah, I'll be crowned the king. If I'm wrong, you guys have all got this stream saved. So yeah, take care of myself. It's great seeing you in, by the way. Big up. It's all banter and love, isn't it? So big up yourself, myself. See you in a bit. Love Kane too. I hear that. Don't let these scouts snatch your match on the league. Big up Twisted, man. Big up everyone. It's going to be an interesting season. We kick off at 8 p.m. You know, if you're interested, watch the Arsenal game. If not, you can do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, Kingpin. We'll see, man. We'll see. Big up Twisted. Big up Solo, man. It's been a great stream. Been a great banter with you guys in the chat. Big up, man. Big up Nighttime Kid. It's been great. Big up everyone in the chat. Let's see who opted in. Big up to Jordan. Big up to Twisted Fate. People, Twisted Fate also has a channel, so do show him some love on his channel. Do go and subscribe to him. Doing some great stuff there. Onwards and upwards, brother. Big up Nighttime Kid. Big up Kingpin. People, make sure you do sub to Kingpin as well. Show Kingpin some love. Big up Brian. Big up Eric. Who else was in here? Big up Dantrum. Thank you to Zia Talks for the raid, by the way, people. Big up to Zia Talks. Big up Zia Talks. Big up Mello. Make sure you sub to Mello, people. Big up Andre. Big up Lumen. Big up Michelle. Big up to everyone in the building, man. Big up to Iron. Make sure you sub to Iron on his backup channel, people. Make sure you sub to Solo as well, people. Another Liverpool content creator in the building. Doing great stuff. Big up yourself, Solo. Big up AR. Is anyone else in here? I think that's everyone, man. I appreciate all of you in the building. Oh, looks like we got a bit of breaking news. Lampard do the job, man. Getting relegated. Wow, really? I'll have to talk about that tomorrow, Brian. I'll do a bit of research on that. I'll have to talk about that tomorrow. But thank you for bringing that to my attention. Big up. Bun. Everton and Man United, yeah. Fuck Everton United. Fuck Everton. Fuck United. Arsenal, I don't really give a shit about them. You know, I don't mind them, but I get why you hate them, Solo. But yeah, fuck Everton and United 100%. A big up, man, for putting Twisted Fate's link in Kingpin. Big up, people. Make sure you sub. Make sure you sub to Kingpin as well, people. He's putting everyone's link. Make sure you go and sub to Kingpin as well. Doing great work on his channel. Great stream, lads. My predictions might have been a bit hopeful, but I believe Liverpool can win this league. And maybe I'm biased, but whatever. Cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be dropping a match reaction tomorrow, people. No, a match preview tomorrow. Pre-recorded preview for the game. Giving my thoughts on the game. Score prediction, predicted 11, all of that. We'll be going live as well, discussing the game at some point. So, yeah, we'll do that too. And we'll talk about this Minter stuff that's come out too. Big up Twisted for putting Kingpin's link in. Make sure you sub to Kingpin, people. And big up, bro. No worries, man. Big up, big up, big up. Yeah, please do sub, man. Please do sub. Big up Solo, man. Guys, make sure you sub to Solo as well. He's dropped everyone a sub, so do drop Solo a sub as well. He's doing some great stuff on his channel. But people, we'll be back tomorrow. Great debate today. Great conversation with all of you guys. Really enjoyed discussing everything with you. And yeah, profit out, man. I'll speak to you guys soon. See you tomorrow. Up the Reds. Let's go. My prediction is we're winning number 21. I'm going to stand by that. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Big up Kingpin for putting that in. Big up, man. Catch you in a bit. See you guys tomorrow. Peace. I'm out.